Welcome everybody. We are now in game number 3 of the quarterfinals of this little match between NrGCocoA against Notorious. Notorious, he was actually proved to be a very strong Terran player. That first game on Fighting Spirit was a very good macro game from both players. Right now it's 1-1. It was a loser's pick map. Coco did win the last game using a really solid early pressure, using that Marine and Hellion push to great effect. It seems that Notorious made some form of blunder early on that really was taken advantage of by the early pressure. So Notorious did choose Steps of War. Something very interesting might happen. He did say in the chat before, right before the game started, go proxy ghosts. If that happens, that would actually be incredibly funny. It would be incredibly reminiscent of TL ownage, which could be really what? Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go. So Notorious is having a little fun with this. But anyway, if he does go proxy ghost, and then if he nukes and EMPs the orbital command, that could be amazing. Okay, Notorious is apparently trying out for American Idol. I wish you the best of luck. I don't generally talk in chat, but this seems like a fun one. Alright. So okay, so now chatting aside, we're now going to get back to the game. It's TVT though, so the beginning early build orders are basically the same, so it's not exactly anything nobody has seen before. But we'll see how it develops. We do have scouts getting in there. Coco is sending a very early scout, as is Notorious right now. He is going to be really keeping an eye out for some weird things going on early. And Coco is going to see this. His SUV actually takes the first hit, so that SUV was actually a win. Forcing Coco back. The Marine is going to come out, but both these guys are going to be wary of something fishy. You can tell by the really early scouts. Steps of War is a very cheesy, friendly map. So we'll see how these guys decide to go about doing this. But yeah, Coco is now pulling back before his SUV can die. So we do have Orbital Command, both players. Really very similar timings. Coco does now have his Marine. It will be able to take out this SUV, as Coco does a great job of actually trying to make sure that he can see everything in the base. But the SUV, oh yeah, there it is. The SUV is going to escape. Notorious seems to be not taking this game that seriously as he keeps on chatting. Let's just see how this is going to continue. Factory is going down for Notorious as well as Coco right now. So very similar stuff from both players very early on. Something to note about Steps of War is that it's very easy to 3-base on this map, as you can easily just get this base and this base, cover the ramp, and then you're good. You can actually then even easily take control of these done like a watchtower, and then take a fourth over here, which is a very strong way to split the map. Horizontally is a great way to do that. I mean vertically. I mixed up horizontal and vertical. Vertically split the map is a very smart choice, as it's a great, easy way to macro and defend. Really good army movements to help defend yourself. A lot better than if you decide to split the map horizontally. That's what I was trying to say. We do have Hellion coming out for NrGCocoA. He's going to do a very same thing as last time, with that really good early push that does a ton of damage. And we do have the Hellion coming out for Notorious, as well as a very fast starport and a command center. So we do have a more economic play coming from Notorious. But we do have this SUV up here. We're going to try and poke in, see what's going on. But Notorious does seem to be supply capped at the moment. Is he getting a supply? Yep, there's a supply depot. So it won't last for long. But he's going to be able to do. He's going to have to defend this fairly well, as right now, yeah, Coco's moving in with these SUV, with the SUV, these Marines, and this Hellion. Now here we go. Oh, the Hellion actually misplaced, but really good shot. This actually would be really good micro from Coco to do that kind of damage with that. But oh, the factory is getting a tech lab onto it, so this Hellion is actually doing a great job doing damage. SUVs are being pulled for Notorious. Coco might actually do a. Oh, Coco's going to be thwarted by these SUVs. But this Hellion is doing a ton of damage. He might try and get another kill with it. It doesn't. But oh, it's got 7 health left. It can take one more hit from his Marines. It is going to pull back. Really good hold by Notorious when he does have fewer units. He does have a command center now. He's going to keep it in his base, morph an orbital command, get the mules, get the double SUVs, and then proceed that way. So very strong play coming from him. He does have a tech lab on this factory. If he might pull it off, and then no, he's not going to pull it off and get it to Starport. Starport is just going to produce a Viking normally. So now we do have Coco throwing down this command center over here, so he's going to try and expand fairly soon on his own. He is going to tank, he's getting Vikings, so it will be a transition to normal tank Viking from Coco. Very solid play, going from that Marine Hellion push into a tank Viking. It's a very, very strong choice. Right now, Notorious doesn't even move around here. It's going to be able to see this Hellion as this SCV is going to die. And there, wow, it's still alive. But there it is. This Hellion now has 2 kills. It's done a lot of damage, though. Just in terms of splash and allowing Marines to get the kills. So Notorious does still have this Viking out. He will be able to get a little bit of a scout with that, but 2 Vikings for Coco will beat the 1 Viking of Notorious. Alright, oh wow. My throat is really hurting. This might be interesting at the finals. But Notorious is here. He's going to be able to try and hit that Hellion, but it's going to pull back. But, oh, they got spread. There he is. There's the spread on the Marines to prevent the splash damage on the Hellion. That's very, very good. Orbital Command is now down. Muling is going on. Coco just now finishes his command, so now his base is going to come up. Siege Tank mode is Siege Tech mode, or whatever. Siege mode, Siege Tank mode, Siege Tank Tech. Whatever you want to call it is now out for Coco. So he's going to be very, very strong in turtling for the moment, especially if Notorious decides to do a little push, as Notorious does seem to like to be aggressive. In the first game, he won with sheer aggression, but it seems that Coco is going to be the one being the aggressor for this game, and he continues to try and push in. Okay, so now, yeah, he's got, oh, this push actually gets spotted, but Notorious, does he, I think he does have Siege, I believe Siege mode did finish now. He's going to pull back to a weird spot. He's got to start getting his Siege Tanks into position. There it is. He will be able to try and to do this, but now, oh, this is deadly by Coco. He's going to use the map. He's got these Siege Tanks and Siege Modes. He's going to be able to prevent mine from here. He's going to be able to hit this orbital command. He takes out the Mule. The Mule, I believe, also had minerals in his hand. That is just deadly. But now here we go. It seems that Notorious is going to go for either a flank or a base trade. Oh, wow. Now here we go. Oh, good Siege Tank placed by Coco. He's going to get a few more shots in these Marines. Takes out a few, but oh, going right back into the Siege Tank mage. Oh, this Siege Tank has been doing so much damage. 5 kills on it so far. Taking out Siege Tanks as well as Marines. We have another Siege Tank over here, but this is just not good for Notorious right now. God, Coco's doing so much damage with this really good play. The Siege Tank escapes barely with his life, but look at this. For this entire time, Coco's been shelling this expansion, forcing Notorious to heal this orbital command. Oh god, this is so deadly. But oh god, that 1 Viking is going to get taken out so bad. This GG is Notorious. Coco will be moving on to the semifinals. Very, very solid play.